Alright, hey everybody. Hopefully that's not too loud. Turn it down. There we go. Turn the music down a little bit, but give us some background noise. Hey. And Geeks of the Web, Bash here, 6 Stampede 66. Doing our little show that we do every Sunday, weaving the web. Right now, I know my other partner over here is kind of busy. So they're doing whatever the heck they're doing. I don't even know anymore. Oh, crud, I closed what I didn't want to close. So here I am. I hope everyone's having a great week so far, or great weekend is over. Saw the Spurs won, finally got one under their belt, which is nice. It's always nice to see that they, actually got a win. Being in San Antonio, we always have to root for the Spurs, except I really don't. I mean, I do, but, hey, whatever. It's me on that one. Twitch.tv. Why are you weird? So, sorry, computer issues, of course. That's why we need money for new equipment. Hopefully, you should have everything done for the computer by the end of next month, though, and we can get some solid streams up, I guess you could say. Hang on, I'm just switching everything over so that way everything looks good, at least for the time being. But yeah, guys, this is our little talk show. We do it every Sunday. Normally, there's gonna be 2 of us. And hopefully once our schedules all clear up, there will be 2 of us. And at bare minimum, 2 of us. I don't know what their plan is. May end up seeing what we can do on that too, guys. So hopefully. Yeah, what up? I'm just gonna kind of ramble on for a minute. Hopefully people, come in, say hi, see how everyone's doing. Let me switch category. I'm just updating all of our stuff here. Alright, cool. So don't forget, everyone, talk a little about the channel before. Well, I don't know what I want to do first, news or channel. I mean, really news-wise, because it's just going to be me. I'm going to kind of be quick. The biggest thing, of course, coming out this week is going to be Marvel's Avengers Infinity War Part 1. Part 2 is not really happening, so just a Part 1. So I know it's not it's happening, but I know they changed the names on it. So with that being said, Avengers Infinity War comes out on Friday. I know so far it's been one of the biggest pre-orders that they've had so far. I'm going to be one of the biggest movies. The movie length of this movie is going to be 2 hours and 40 minutes from what I've been seeing reports of. So nowhere near a short movie, luckily. Hopefully we'll be able to get everything we want out of this movie and then some. That would be really very, very, very nice for everybody, of course. Other than that, what else comes out? This God of War came out last week on Friday. May do a review this Friday on that one as I'm still playing it. I want to get a good solid feel of it. I put about a good 10 hours into it, but I'm kind of just doing a lot of the side stuff, picking up all the quests. So far, so good. It is one of the better looking games on the PS4. Of course, I'm running off the PS4 Pro. There is a huge difference to me when I look at it, because it's like, looking at the side by side, you can see that there's a difference between the regular PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro with that UHD checkerboard graphics for 4K. It does look really beautiful. The texture looks amazing. I mean, the details, they're phenomenal. But I wouldn't expect anything less from a God of War game. God of War has been a solid franchise for the PlayStation since its dawn on PlayStation 2. So, and I think even on the handheld. So, so far that one's the biggest thing that happened last week. Let's see, what else has happened? There's been a celebrity death. Of course, Mini-Me from all of the, what were they called? Gosh, I can't even think of stupid movies' names now. Austin Powers, there you go. And of course, I know he did a lot of other stuff, but that was like his biggest breakout role, I want to say, that I remember, of course. The other thing being, what else? Of course, Barbara Bush passed away this past week. So, our regards to that. One of the better first ladies out there, of course. Yeah, I just kind of want to be, touching on everything a little bit. Like I said, this is just going to be a talk show. And still trying to find our footing. Still trying to find our ground, I guess. You could say that we're going to run on. Right now, we're just hitting the ground and trying to see where we're at and all this. Now, we do have a Twitch schedule, which is today, of course, at 7 to about 8-ish. Tomorrow, excuse me. Tomorrow we are off. Tuesday is 9:45, between 9:30 and 9:45. is when we go live for our Sea of Thieves and or 7 Days to Die, depending which game we feel like playing that day, kind of thing. Wednesdays, I try to get on and do a little Siege for everybody. That's kind of like the game I like to play. I might do some God of War this week, since that's kind of the big game right now. Thursday nights, these are all going to change, guys. Thursday, I have my rants, which I am going to start doing on Twitch and on Facebook. Right now, those are just on Facebook. Those are at about 8 o'clock. I'll continue to start doing, keep doing those at 8 o'clock on Thursdays. Fridays is my review day, which, again, I usually do those on Facebook, so please go to our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/geeksoftheweb. I am going to start doing it on Twitch as well, so hopefully I'll have a little setup so I can do everything kind of at once. So that way everyone will be able to see all the stuff we're doing, and hopefully, we can enjoy it and have a good time with it. The other thing I would be saying is these times are going to change, starting not this week, but probably next week. We are also going to have a Monday, Wednesday, and I want to say Friday from about 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. I will be streaming any game you want to see. If there's something in particular you want to look at, let me know. If there's like that one game it's like, yeah, I want to see that, let us know, and I'll gladly play that one. Of course, if not, I'll probably play God of War, PUBG, Rainbow Six Siege, just something, because I like to have fun when I play. So it's gonna be a game that gets watched at least, hopefully. So I'm hoping all y'all enjoy it. I do kind of want to stick with the Xbox for my streaming, because I only have like 2 games right now for the PlayStation 4. Other than that, so that will be changing, guys. That's some news that's come up for the channel. So it'll be Mondays, not this week, but starting next week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It'll be 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Maybe 10:30. But that'll be kind of pushing. But at least 2 hours those 3 days will be on Twitch only. Because I might do restream, but maybe YouTube, but for sure Twitch, guys. So please go to our website at twitch.tv/geeksoftheweb, and make sure you do go there and like the channel, follow us, so that way hopefully we can get some what do you call it, some followers, and hopefully people start liking what we're doing. Of course, the other big thing I want to say is make sure you can, if possible, like I said, I don't want anyone to stress themselves out, but if you can, I just posted the link in our rooms. Please go to our Streamlabs thing, and you can donate there. Let me actually put that in all the chats. Where's my YouTube? I don't have my YouTube one up, but yeah, guys, sorry that I had it all up already. But yeah, that would be our big thing. And of course, we're gonna still probably keep the other scheduling. Like I said, I think right now I have it set for 8 on Thursdays and Fridays for my reviews. That might change to something a little bit earlier, but if it does, I definitely will let y'all know. Right now we're looking at about 8 o'clock, I would say, each day. And definitely would recommend, guys, check us out, check out what we're going to be doing. Of course, on Facebook we do have Shield doing her comic book channel, or comic book reviews on Wednesdays. Yeah, Wednesdays. Sorry, I couldn't think of the day. So, should be doing those, hopefully. And, we should be able to get everything going. I'm going to probably buy a longer Ethernet cable, so that way we don't get a lot of... Hang on. I want to hear something. Okay, it's a lot of frame rate drop. Sorry, guys. That's my fault. I will upload these videos to YouTube as well, so... And I apologize for anyone who's watching that's seen a lot of frame rate drop. It's not plugged in by Ethernet cable, so that's always a problem, because my cable is really far away. So that's why when I stream on my other days, my gaming days, that is plugged into our my modem and router and all that stuff. So hopefully those videos will be a lot better quality than what you're seeing right now. So I apologize for that, guys. Actually, I could turn this off. This will free up some bandwidth. There you go. My kiddo had video games going, so let me take off stuff off my network. So hopefully, there we go. Took some stuff off the network, so hopefully that'll help the frame rate drop, guys. Hopefully that'll make it a little bit easier for all of you to watch it. And it looks like it cleared up a little bit, actually. There we go. Yeah, it looks like it's cleaned up a little bit now. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm actually watching the stream, so I could always see what you guys are doing and what's going on, guys. So definitely check it out. But like I said, going back to the little bit of news. Well, I guess I'm already on the channel, so let me just stick with that. The other thing, of course, Sundays we will be doing these every 7 p.m. Sundays. We'll be doing our little talk show. So please come check it out. Make sure you guys come by, say hi, do whatever. There's a little part that's kind of where we rant and rave and just talk. The other thing, of course, being what else is there, guys? Let us know what games you want to see, because this is for you guys. We want to be here for everybody, so everyone can enjoy what we do and have fun with us. The other day we were streaming on Mixer. I have to get our Mixer stuff going, guys. That one's a little bit harder to work with when it comes to Microsoft, so we're trying to get that one going. But of course, check out Shield Maiden's Mixer on Tuesday nights of our Twitch streams. That was last Tuesday is probably our funniest one, because I found out, not that I found out, but there's achievements for excuse me, Sea of Thieves, and I knew there was achievements, but it was one of those ones. Oh, there's achievements. I'm not really like looking at them. The other day I felt like, oh yeah, fuck it, I want to pull them up and looked at them. So I pull them up. And I'm like, okay, guys. I sent it to Grim, and I'm like, hey, man, look, I want to get these achievements done. It'd be really fun, I think. Let's try to knock some of these out. And he was down for it, so we were like, okay, cool. So, no, he really wasn't. He was like, I'll try them. So then we get on, and I was like, hey, the one thing I really want to do, my cat's eating dog food. The one thing I really want to do is, hold on, guys. Sorry, when you hear your cat eating dog food, it's just kind of weird. I don't get why cats do that. They have cat food. She has cat food. But anyway, so we go, and I tell Graham, I'm like, hey, man, I was like, look, the achievement is to play a game. What was it? What's it called? I forgot the actual name of it, but it was basically, what was it? Yeah, what's it called? It was like play music while your ship sinks, and that way, what was it? I think it was like Titanic something, but basically while your ship's sinking, you have to play music. And I was there trying to scuttle the boat, because I was like, fuck it, see if we can just do it by scuttling. Didn't really work, so Grim wouldn't really let me scuttle the boat, so I was kind of mad. So then I was like, you know what? Let's just get the missions going, because we were like, screw it, let's at least do that. So we're driving to this island, and inside the island, there's it's like the bay, but then there's these little islands all around it. I was trying to tell him, I'm like, hey, hard to port because we're gonna hit this little island. He's like, no, we're clear. I was like, no, we're gonna hit it. I was like, I know we're gonna hit it, because I could see the bank sticking out a little bit, and when I saw that, I was like, we're gonna hit it. So I tell him, I was like, hard to port. So he turns. He's like, dude, it's the galleon. It doesn't turn like the little sloop. It's gonna take a minute. Sure enough, we clip the island, and I was like, dude, you're gonna have to do hard starboard, because now we're on target to the other island. So what I do is I'm dropping the anchor, because I was like, turn, so we can hopefully maybe drop the anchor and do like a hard turn so we can go around it. And so I drop anchor. He doesn't turn the ship fast enough, and we end up clipping some of the other island. And I tell Shield, I'm like, dude, just go ahead and start patching up the holes. Next thing I hear is music playing. She's playing her music, waiting for the boat to sink. The whole time, cracking up that she's doing it. And I was like, I looked at the bottom, because it's 3 levels. It's the second bottom, the middle, and the top. I look at the bottom, and it's completely flooded. It's gone. I was like, there's no way I'm going to do this. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to start playing music too. All you hear is Grim yelling, fuck you guys, I fucking hate you, the whole freaking time that we're just sitting there playing the music play, and you see him trying to save the boat, and where we're going for mission to get pigs, he's trying to save the crates. He takes one crate, he jumps off, and he goes to the island, he places out, he's coming back, and we're just still playing the music the whole time. Fuck you guys, I fucking hate you the whole fucking time. So it was pretty funny. I mean, it was definitely one of the funniest moments we've ever had in Sea of Thieves. So but yeah, I would definitely, moments like that is kind of what I live for with that game, because it's very much a what's what I'm looking for. It has a lot of monotony to it, because again, it is just going here, going there, going here, going there, going here, going there. So That does kind of suck. After a while, it gets a little boring. But, you know, in the end, you have fun with it. That's all I can say. Just have fun with it. And you will. And then it's like, oh, I'm having fun. So, oh shit, sorry guys. So it's like, okay, cool. I recommend stuff like that, though. You know, pissing off your teammates is always fun, I always say. But in a fun way. Don't do it like be a team killer. Don't be a team killing fucktard. Because it's like, seriously, you're going to be a fucking asshole like that. Like, don't do that. So, definitely, guys, you know, have fun with the games when you play. That's all I can really say. Now, if you want to get competitive like me, I'm very... Don't talk to me when I'm playing Rainbow Six Siege, because that's like the one game I'm like, I am fucking gonna do my shit in this. Like, this is where I'm gonna excel. And I've gotten good at that one. And Halo I got really good at for a while, but then I didn't like the newest Halo as much. With the multiplayer, so I backed off a lot. Battlefield, I tried Battlefield to be competitive, but God, like, that was just, I don't know, the game's garbage at times to me. Now, Call of Duty I was getting really fucking good at. Again, I stopped playing that one because the teammate I was playing with, they don't get on very much anymore. So it's one of those, oh, well, I don't have anyone to play with. So definitely, I would get back into Call of Duty on Xbox. I'm on Xbox, so I would definitely get back into Call of Duty on Xbox if I found like a couple teammates to play with. So hopefully, I'm kind of reaching out there, see if we can find people to play with. But for sure, guys, like, always have fun. And like I said, as everyone has those games where they want to be competitive, and that's me. I'm very much like, fuck, I want to play competitive. I'm gonna play competitive on this, that, and the other kind of thing. So so yeah, that's my big thing on those. What else? That's about it for like gaming kind of stuff with us. But that's, again, guys, like I said, please look at our schedule on Twitch. I will update that probably at the end of next week. I'm trying to think when I'm going to be able to do that, but I don't know. I mean, right now I have it set Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is when we stream, and that's pretty much when we'll be on every time on those days. So hopefully I'll be able to keep that schedule going for us for a while. Definitely check out our channels. Check out our Facebook page. We do have a website, of course, which I'm going to start updating that website more and more. And hopefully, if we stay on top of that one, you guys can see more of our content on there too. But definitely, just have fun with everything, guys. That's what we do. Like I said, this video might end up being short because it's only been 20 minutes so far, and I really wasn't planning on my own, to be honest with you. So I'm not 100% prepared. Like, I have some content that I'm going to talk about in a minute, but not as much as I probably should if I was on my own. Hold on, shoot channel analytics. Okay, whatever, fuck that. So, what else, guys? What else? Just, again, like I said, this is a talk show, so I'm gonna keep talking. For everyone who's a single parent out there that games, props to you, man. Like, I'm right there with you. Single gaming dad. I used to call myself a lot, and I still do. It is just me, myself, and I kind of thing, and my kiddo. So, always, just maybe a little advice I just want to give out there. Something I've been thinking about these last few days too, and it kind of is one of those, like, also what keeps me down, and this is why I think I get those stints. And I watch a couple channels where it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're a small channel, and because they're a small channel, they have their issues too, they go through their life problems, and no one can really back them up, and it sucks when you're on your own trying to do all this. And we have a small crew. Like right now, I just have me really and Shield, and Graham, of course, does it, but he doesn't really get on and I'm gonna broadcast my stream, so it's really just me and her. So if you're getting into all this stuff and you're just single parent in general, and you're just trying to game, I hear you. I hear how hard it is to, find that time. Like me, I don't sleep. I've decided that I'm just not gonna sleep anymore. I sleep maybe 5 hours a day because that's really all I can afford myself with my work schedule and my kiddo, and then trying to do this and trying to watch my shows and read my comics and just everything, So if you're a single gaming parent, father, mother, whatever, props to you. Make sure you keep your head high. There's always tomorrow. There's always something to look forward to. And I say it because lately I've been down with myself with it, and I know I've been hard on myself lately. So I've told myself I'm gonna watch what I eat. I'm gonna start working out, which I haven't worked out yet. But right now I'm just kind of watching what I eat, how I eat. Lately I've been kind of off again because I'm hitting that slump. But I keep telling myself I need to keep moving forward. I need to keep I need to keep from beating myself down. You know, and that's my problem. Is I beat myself down a lot. I'm just like no, and I beat myself up. And what I always tell people is we are our own worst enemies. And right now I know I'm my own worst enemy. I'm my biggest worst enemy. So you know, if you're a single gaming father, mother, whatever, parent out there, make sure you take time for yourself. Make sure you know, if your kid goes to bed at 8 because they're a younger child, you know, make sure maybe stay up till 10. I know you may have work at, you know, maybe have to drop them off at 6 in the morning at daycare or whatever, but it's like, hey, you know what, if I stay up from 8 to 10, you know, I can get 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7 hours of sleep. The human body needs about 7 to 9 hours of sleep, they say, but you can train yourself a little bit. If you're used to getting just 6 hours of sleep, your body will kind of tone to that. If you get 7 hours of sleep, get 7 hours of sleep, because I'm going to always recommend get what the minimum sleep is required, which is about 7. So, but you know, if you can train yourself to do something like, you know, like I said, if you have to be at work at like 7 in the morning, so you drop your kid off at daycare at 6, or you have to be at work at 8 and drop your kid off at school at 7, you know, hey, at least maybe you get to sleep till from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. But tell yourself, hey, I'm going to do something for myself for 2 hours, read a book or play video games or, you know, whatever. And the problem I think I have is I love board games, and I just don't have time for board games anymore. And I think that's what gets me down, because I have like this bookshelf over here that's off camera. It's like off to the, I guess my left would be your right. You're looking the way you're looking at the camera. With that being said, of course, you know, they sit there and they kind of, I think that's what beats me down, because it's like it reminds me that I really don't have time for board games. So I've gotten back into video games more, because it's like I can't, you know, I used to have a few friends I'd go play board games with, but lately with me moving, them moving and getting married, and you know, their job is my job, it's just like time for board games has pretty much come to an end. And it's sad. It really is sad. I may actually hit them up soon. I'm hoping with summer coming around I can do more, because then my kiddo's on school. I don't have to worry about sleep schedule as much with her until like that last little month. But definitely, you know, as a single parent, I always recommend get as much sleep as you can, first of all, because the less sleep you have, the more your anxiety is going to be high, the more stressed out you're going to feel, and the more everything's just going to go to shit for you. You know, I'm not trying to be mean or a dick when I say that comment, but it's true. You know, we are our own worst enemy. So if you only say, I'm going to get 4 hours of sleep, and you can't function off that, then you're not going to do well. You're setting yourself up for failure. Don't set yourself up for failure. Always set yourself up for success. So, you know, again, if your kid goes to bed at 8, say, hey, I'm going to stay up for till 10, get my 6, 7 hours of sleep, you know, at least. Or, you know, play for an hour. You know, even if you play an hour a day, technically, like God of War, it's about a 25-hour game if you're just kind of rushing it, not really doing a whole lot of the side stuff. So if you think about it, if you do an hour a day, in 25 days, technically, within that month, you'll have it beaten. If you do 2 hours a day, you should have that beaten in about 2 weeks, roughly. You know, maybe you don't try to find some time for yourself, you know, and that's if you do it every day, you know, and don't try to do it every day. I wouldn't recommend that. I would say do something a little different. Break up the monotony of it, because like with me, that's why I have so many games, because it's like, oh, I'm going to play God of War for a while. Okay, fuck it, I'm going to play Siege. Oh, fuck it, I'm going to play Sea of Thieves. Oh, fuck that, I'm just going to go play PUBG. You know, and I jump around a lot from games. I think that's my problem. I don't finish a game lately, and that's kind of what got me pissed off, as I noticed I don't finish them. So I told myself God of War is going to be one of the first ones I'm going to be like, I'm starting it, I'm going to finish it. So that I'm excited for, that I have that goal. So I look forward to making sure I complete that goal. And, you know, make sure you do that. On that side note, you know, make sure you set time for yourselves. Always get like a sitter at least once a month, guys. Make sure you set someone up to help watch your kiddo and go out, have some fun, and enjoy life as much as you can, because you can't just sit at home staring at the same 4 fucking walls, because guess what? Those walls will start talking and driving you fucking crazy. And I don't mean literally start talking, of course. I mean figuratively. But it's going to feel like a prison after a while. And when that happens, that's when it will start caving in on you. So, you know, definitely make sure you set, like I say, set yourself up for success. Don't set yourself up for failure. And, you know, on that note, like, I'm going to keep moving forward. So, I think that's kind of all I got for, like, single parenting right now. Maybe I've talked about doing single parenting videos for a while, so maybe I'll do that on Wednesdays instead. I don't know. We'll do something, guys. I mean, if you enjoy those topics. I mean, I know when it comes to single parenting, there's not a lot out there about that when it comes to gaming. Now, of course, I'm sure there's hundreds of books about, maybe even thousands of books about how to raise a kid with a single parent, a single family household. I'm sure there's something. My cat's going to fucking pounce on me. Okay, she's eating the pole. Yes, my cat eats poles. I don't know why. Yeah, you. I should have her here because she could talk more too. I'm surprised she hasn't started meowing. I'm kind of waiting for her to like either jump towards me or meow really loud. Okay, maybe she's too tired because she just yawned. But yeah, I'm sure there's a million parenting books out there now. You know, Kevin, from like hundreds, thousands to millions. I'm sure there's a crap ton though of parenting books about single parents and how to deal with your child and all that shit. I know I have a couple of books on parenting, but it's just very much, I've always looked at it, it's just learning. You know, you do what you can. Those books are only a reference point. They're not set in stone. They're guidelines that help you be better as a person. So on that note, you know, like I say, maybe if y'all like talking about single parenting stuff and you're a fellow gamer that's, you know, hey, I don't have anyone to really chat with or do anything with, you know, I would like to hear more about what you think. And again, everything I say is of course not set in stone either. You find your own way. You all find your own path, you know. And this is something the last few months I've been talking to somebody about, is you find your own path, especially because the topic of religion's come up a lot in the last 2-3 months for me. And you know, my path is my path. I follow my religion the way I do. Everyone follows their religion differently, and because of how I like to follow my path, sometimes you get shunned, you know, and sometimes it's just not what other people believe, and you gotta just live with that. So right now I feel like this is a therapy session, so I'm just kind of rambling, but you know, definitely though I would recommend find your place and keep moving forward, guys. Like, just keep trugging on through everything. So that being said, let's go to a little more of a lighter note, because like I said, I don't want to stick with this because it's kind of heavy stuff. Avengers Infinity War comes out this Friday, actually Thursday at 6 p.m. if you bought your tickets early. I have my tickets set up for Friday. It will be nice to go see it Friday morning. I'm actually going to go in the morning because I'm off in the mornings. I work at night now, so I'm going to be seeing that Friday morning, which will be fun. I'm excited. I don't know, like, so these are going to be kind of like, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So these are going to kind of be like what I'm predicting. I think Thanos is going to come and fuck shit up. Congratulations, y'all have a good day. No, I'm just kidding. But people will die in this one. I think this is going to be, he's going to get all the stones for sure. I believe that. I believe he's going to get every single one of the stones right now. And with that, I think that's going to, fucking laptop. I may cut this video short just because it is me. So, Thanos is going to come. I really think people are going to die. I'm thinking, see, Spider-Man can't die because they just got him. Doctor Strange won't die. Ant-Man won't die. Scarlet Witch won't die. Those ones won't die. Not at all. Like, I think they're gonna survive the entire Infinity War. Both Avengers Infinity War and whatever the untitled Avengers Infinity War Part 2. I'm gonna still call it Part 2, even though I know that's not the name, and the Russo brothers have changed it. Excuse me 1 second, guys, because I'm gonna plug this in. It's taking a charge. I was hoping I wouldn't have to plug it in. There we go. There you go. Just was trying to be lazy and it wasn't working. So none of them are gonna die. And one, they've just really brought all these characters out. Ant-Man's barely getting his second movie, so he'll have at least a third movie. It looks like they're gonna do. I mean, all of them. Let's face it, all of them have been threes. Iron Man had 3 movies. Captain America had 3 movies. Thor had 3 movies. Avengers has got now 3 movies, about to be a 4th. Doctor Strange, I'm sure, will get 3. Spider-Man will get 3. You know, here's my thinking. They won't die, first of all, because they just got him. Second of all, they're under contracts. And of course, Guardians of the Galaxy, none of them I don't think will die. Because all of them, I think, will have at least one more movie left, Volume 3 or whatever they're going to call it. So, at least, you know what? Let me rephrase. Mantis is there, so Mantis might die. Because she's not... I don't know how big of a player they're going to make her in this one. Drax are not going to get rid of, because he's the comic relief. Star-Lord, of course, is the main character. Groot and Rocket are a great combination. They're not going to get rid of those two. Gamora is the love interest, so... I'm not going to be wrong, she's also more than that, but... I see her as the strong female fighter, but... I don't think she would die. They might kill her in the second one, I'm thinking, just because Thanos is going to be pissed that she's kind of betrayed him. And I don't know if Nebula's running with them. If Nebula's running with them, Nebula probably will die. So here's who I think is going to die. Either this film or second. Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. For sure, those 3 I think are going to be gone by the end of the second film. I don't think any of them are going to come back. I think Robert Downey Jr. is done with his time as Iron Man. I don't think he would ever... I think he's just done. I think he's going to just move on. And Chris Evans, I really think, is done with it. I think he wants to pursue other stuff. Now, Chris Hemsworth, who plays Thor... see, the whole thing with him... There's a lot of controversy a few years ago with him. Because I know he didn't get paid as much as some of the other actors did. And I know that was like a big deal. Especially, I know he was like, have all this rigorous training that he has to do to make himself keep fit and huge and bulky. Which I get, Chris Evans has to do the same thing. I'm sure the guy who plays, I can't remember his name, it's throwing me off right now. But the guy who plays Winter Soldier has to do something similar. Tom Holland being Spider-Man, he's going to have to stay pretty thin and fit. Because, he's still there. People like Iron Man and Strange... They don't have to be muscular, but they have to stay lean at least. And my cat's already... There she is. Knew that was coming. So, I'm sure they all have their own little quirks with it too. But I don't think Chris Hemsworth is going to come back. Now, he looked really good at the end of Thor Ragnarok. I thought he looked amazing. I thought his character was, finally getting that 3-dimensional feel. Which I felt like he's always been lacking. Because, I know... After the second Thor movie, I didn't really like the second Thor movie as much. The first one I really liked. I didn't like his hair in that one. That always threw me off. It looked so fake. The second film was decent. Avengers, the first one was really good with him in it. I liked his little back and forth with Loki. Age of Ultron was nice. So, the main one I think that's going to die in this film, personally, I know I'm kind of jumping around. But the main one I think that will die is Hawkeye. The main reason is he is not in any of the posters, really. And I'm like... And he's just... Yes, we can argue. Tony Stark is just a human, blah, blah, blah. He is just a man with a bow and arrow. That's all Hawkeye is. There's nothing to him except he is a man with a bow and arrow. And even comments in the second Avengers that he is just a guy with a bow and arrow. He's amazing with that bow and arrow, but... He's a man with a bow and arrow. He's not an assassin, nonetheless. He's not. He is. He's probably like a top spy for them, you could say, or a top, not even a spy, top agent for S.H.I.E.L.D. But he's not. He's not like Black Widow assassin. I've never seen him that way. I've never seen him as. How should I put it? As like. Natasha could be a cold-blooded killer. I've never seen Hawkeye that way, especially in the MCU universe, and plus he has a family. I think killing him would be killing the heart of the team. So if I was gonna place money on a death, this movie itself, it would for sure be him. I don't see him living, because the way I look at it is, Iron Man has his genius. Spider-Man has, spider abilities. Doctor Strange has magic. War Machine has his, suit, just like Tony. My problem with all of it, honestly, is I think he's gonna die because he has no abilities, no powers, except that he's good with the bow. Now, with that being said, I think Tony will live. See, I think Tony might live throughout all of them, and just gonna write him off. He's just gonna be like, I'm gonna fund the Avengers. Like, that's what he does in the comics too. He's like, I'm just the money banks. Captain America, I think, might live for the sheer fact that he's Captain America. But, like, one of the reasons I know, and this is what I don't like about the MCU, I think, is that they're trying to show off that a little loose and clean off some of the dust you have. That's another thing I don't like. This cable's kind of loose on this Yeti. There we go. So, the other thing, of course, being that... See, I don't like how they've ever portrayed Captain America. He's not super strong. And they've always made him super strong in the movies. It's like he doesn't have true super strength. He has enhanced strength. He's as strong as he could ever possibly be for a human. He's not like Spider-Man, who can lift a bus. Well, Spider-Man has issues lifting a bus. I would say he can lift a Volkswagen with no problem. But Captain America couldn't do that. So the whole holding the helicopter, flying off while he's holding the edge of the thing, he'd rip his arms off. Captain America is super strong, yes, but it's enhanced strength. It's not super strength. There's a difference, yes. So the only reason I think he would live is because he has this now in the comic books or in the movies, this super strength. He is more of a superhero now than just a hero. So I think that's gonna be interesting. But Thanos is a god. I mean, he's a titan. He's a demigod. I mean, that's all there is to it. He is a demigod. The only one who has strength to match is going to be Thor and Hulk. Hulk, I think, will live throughout all of them because Hulk hasn't had a movie of his own with Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. We had Edward Norton, who I thought was a good Hulk, and a decent Bruce Banner. I thought he did a good job. And the movie itself was very good, but I know that movie is kind of continuity, kind of not. Like, they don't really reference any of it until... Well, in the Avengers, the first one, he makes a side comment, but the scene that he talks about is actually not even in the Hulk, unless you watch the deleted scene. General Ross finally comes out in Captain America Winter Soldier, but that's been like 4 movies later of the Hulk. Not the Hulk, of like all this like really kicking off, because it's like, well, actually 5 movies, because I think all the Iron Man's finished by the time the Avengers, the second one, came out. Yeah, so it'd be like 5-6 movies in, and then they make us. There's General Ross, and it's like, okay, well, now we have General Ross, but he doesn't really talk about anything. You see some side pictures of Abomination when they fought from the films, when Tony's looking through the videos, but they really haven't given the Hulk a proper, here's your 3 movies. And I know it's because it's also hard with the Hulk. It's a man who is on the run normally. Now he's not really on the run, but now he's just with the Avengers. What I would like to see at the end of the second Avengers movie, I think would be cool, is like if the first one ends, and I know in the comic books it's different, but in the first one, if it would end where like maybe Thanos like teleported him to another planet because he was just too strong for him to really fight, and instead of killing him, he decides, fuck you, I'm just gonna send you to another planet, and he sends him to Scar, to where he becomes, the ruler over there. I say they know they've messed all this up because the planet he was on as the Gladiators already happened from the Thor movie. So it'd be kind of cool to see Jeff Goldblum again, like rolling another planet and being like, "Hey, welcome back to Scar," kind of thing. And it's like, "Oh, well, you're not my savior this time. Now you're my enemy that I'm gonna try to kill in the arena." You know. Anyway, I would love to see a World War Hulk movie with everybody, and that's what would suck because the fact is, like, since this is kind of ending. You know, we're gonna lose Iron Man, we're losing Thor, we're gonna lose Captain America. I'm sure those three, at least by the end of the second Avengers film or the fourth Avengers film, are gonna be all gone. So, with that being said, I know we can't have a World War Hulk movie because I mean the whole point was he hates them. He hates all of them. I think if Robert Downey says I will do, if all of them say I will do one more Avengers film after these four, like after they finish Infinity War and Part 2, whatever they're gonna call it, after those two, if he would say I would do. If all of them said they would do one more movie, I hope it's a World War Hulk movie, and I hope if they do that, they finally bring out all full circle, all the TV show stuff and the movies, all of it into one. Because World War Hulk is an amazing, amazing storyline that they did with the Hulk. You know, and I know it's going to be really, really hard because they've already touched on a lot of the beginning story for the World War Hulk movie, which since it has started. And that door's open. You have Meek, you have the Gollum guy, I forgot his name, who are his like main sidekicks, kind of thing in the stories, and it's opened the door. So it'd be nice if they start whispering in his ear, you know, look how they're treating you while he's trying to fight Thanos. You know, they're just treating you as a beast, but we can teach you this. But they haven't brought out the Old Strong, which is kind of the ones I want to see, which is the one that helps the Hulk become the Hulk. Like, yes, in the movies they commented that Banner hadn't been back since the Hulk left after the second Avengers film, and then how that was like a long time ago. But after they teach the Hulk, not Banner, but the Hulk, how to focus himself, he is an Omega level villain at that point almost. But he's an Omega level character. And by that, what that means is, yes, he has super strength. And Hulk is the angrier Hulk gets, the stronger the Hulk gets. But of course, we've seen in the movies where it's like, oh, the song plays, whatever, in the lullaby, and he goes to sleep, you could say, and Bruce comes back. But when the Hulk, after he gets taught how to meditate, how to focus himself, he doesn't talk as a baby. Like in the Thor movie, he kind of talked as a kid. But after he learns from the Old Strong that it's like, hey, let's meditate, let's focus you as a creature, as a person, and teach you all this, then he finally becomes like a true Omega level character to where no one could really beat him. They literally threw a god at him, and he beat a god. A man who has the strength of 1,000,000 suns. He destroyed him. Toe to toe, no problem. Now he did lose finally because of this point he'd also fought everyone else. But it shows you what kind of power Hulk has. Even after tearing through all of the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, the Defenders, everybody pretty much at this point. You know, anyone who's there to help. After he tears through all of them, he finally goes down, but only after beating a man who is strong as 1,000,000 suns. And at that point, it's one of those. He passed out because of exhaustion, not because of anything else. But you know, it'd be nice to see something like that storyline come out. Now I know they couldn't bring out Sentry, which is someone I know they haven't touched really on at all. They have touched on a few other people from the Hulk universe, from the Hulk movie with Edward Norton. But again, guys, it's one of those that's like, we don't have the full thing. So it'd be nice if they all came back for one more film after these 4 Avenger films. But my thinking is Hawkeye's going to die, and the other 3 at least are going to leave after the second film, if they don't die this film. I think what's going to happen is War Machine will take over for Iron Man. I think so. He'll kind of replace that part, I guess you could say, of that character. I think Doctor Strange. Well, let me rephrase. I think War Machine will be more of Captain America. Doctor Strange will take more of an Iron Man with the intelligence side, because he has his magic, so he has his wisdom and his knowledge of, you know, from surgery and all that. Being a doctor, I think he'll take more of an Iron Man role. War Machine will take more of the Captain America role. Hulk, I think, will stay around. I don't think Hulk's going to go anywhere. So I think Hulk will still be the Hulk. I think they're going to bring in Spider-Man as more of the, of course, the wittiness, the bantering, the comic relief, I guess you could say. So he'll kind of take the place of, I guess, like Hawkeye a little bit in that sense, of the humor and of the seriousness, because he does have some serious moments. But again, this is a young Spider-Man, so I don't know how serious they're going to take him. Ant-Man, I think between him and Ant-Man, I think they'll kind of fill out the rest of the team now. So I think that's what's going to happen. Either that'll happen right after this film, the third one, like Iron Man, Cap, and Thor are dead, like they just die, and it's going to be, this is the new team, this is who's teaming up together and they work together, and this is your new Avengers, And I'm hoping, what I'm thinking is, the reason this is what I'm thinking, that it's going to happen on this film is because they haven't released the name of the fourth film. And I really think the fourth film is going to be called The New Avengers. Because if they kill off everybody in this film, all the main guys, then it is The New Avengers. And that's how I think they're going to lead into the next phase, is that this is The New Avengers. 10 years in the making, So I think that's what's going to happen. And of course, I wanted to say a lot on this topic because this is the big thing going on right now. So we'll find out next week. I don't think they've shown anything to critics yet to review, because the comic book movies generally don't get the best reviews. They don't generally get the Oscars and the Grammys or whatever the hell. So they usually get snubbed or snuffed or whatever the hell it is from the film industry. So on that note, guys, like I said, I'm gonna cut this a little short. It's only about 10 minutes short. Again, we are updating our schedule. Hopefully next week be all of us here again, at least 2 of us here again. But yeah, guys, definitely make sure you like us, comment. If you have some money, donate it. It would help us out and making sure we get all the equipment we need and to get a better setup and to make it easier for everybody, and hopefully have a little more fun with this. Some giveaways hopefully coming up in the next few weeks. Other than that note, guys, please again stay geeky, stay with us. If you liked how I was talking about the single parent stuff in general, let me know in the comments, so that way we can maybe start doing a segment like that and see what y'all think. See if you like stuff like that, we can keep maybe rolling with it. But yeah, y'all have a great night, guys. Stay geeky, like, comment, subscribe.